Welcome to Daylesford Farm. I'm based on the cookery school on the farm, and what I'm going to show you through this little demonstration is how these very humble ingredients, being flour, salt and water, are going to turn into something amazing as this sourdough bread. The flour that we're using comes from Shipton Mill, a local miller, so we're always looking to try and be as sustainable as possible so things aren't travelling too far. And then the main thing that's adding the life to this is that sourdough culture that I was talking about. So the sourdough culture in here is the start of it. So you can see water and flour. We'll leave this open to the air. We'll start attracting yeast from the atmosphere, and this is what eventually will turn into this lovely bubbly mess that's going to add our life to the dough. This sourdough creates texture, it creates flavour, it fills it full of air, so we'll end up with these lovely air pockets. This kind of ancient fermentation process is really what digests the bread for you, so it makes your bread more nutritious and a lot better for your gut. Everybody's favourite bit of making bread: bringing everything together and kneading it. In the bowl I've got all of my dry ingredients, tepid liquid. You'll find things far easier to bring together. Then we'll take it out and knead it on the table. Turn it 90 degrees. This is the best bit of making bread. All the seeds starting to release their oils. So now we're going to take this lovely dough, shape it so that it's nice and tight. We've got the gluten net around the outside, so it's going to prove uniformly. So I'm going to oil a bowl, drop this dough in, let it prove for around 2 hours, and then we'll move on to how to knock it back and shape it in a minute. Now, here's when all the guests are amazed. Yeah, so this sourdough full of life is filled this full of air. Yeah, and then when I turn it out is when we're going to get a great smell. Yeah, not leaving any dough behind. So the important thing now is speed. If I go in and out of this bread too slowly, it's all going to stick together. See how quickly I'm handling the dough? So now we're coming to our shaping process. This doesn't have to be a perfect triangle, but this is going to add the structure to the dough, and you can see this lovely little fold. So next is to add some structure to this dough. Crucial you're not using any flour, otherwise you're going to fold in raw flour. Yeah, then don't hang on to the dough or it will hang on to you. And we've ended up with a beautiful shiny dough, ready for its second proof. So here is our beautifully proved dough. After a 2-hour cool proof, these are kind of ready to go. All the next step is to get them turned onto a paddle, loaded into an oven at 220 degrees, and we'll bake them out for 40 minutes. Nothing quite like that smell of freshly baked bread. Break in, see what this actually smells like, the sound of that crust. So a day at the cookery school, you do 5 breads in one day. So come and join us for some fun and create some stuff like this. Beautiful.